Good evening.
Yeah.
I call the special meeting of the Hinckley Township Board of Trustees to order at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, February 6th. Present is Trustee Engelman, Trustee Asherle, Trustee Sweattick has an excused absence. The purpose of this special meeting is to hold a public hearing regarding the zoning text amendments.
Okay, notice of hearing. The Hinckley Township Board of Trustees will hold a special meeting for the purpose of a public hearing to hear public comment on a proposed zoning amendment on February 6, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. with a regular meeting to follow in the administration building located at 1410 Ridge Road, which is on the southwest corner of the intersection of State Routes 3 and 303. Subject of the hearing is as follows: to review proposed amendment AM0022 request to the Hinckley Township zoning resolution from the Township Zoning Commission as follows. Amendment request to zoning regulations. Amendments to the following chapters: Chapter 3, definitions; Chapter 5, district and zoning map; Chapter 6, district regulations, Section 6R1, 6R2, 6I2; Chapter 7, conditional zoning certificate; Chapter 8, non-conforming uses, buildings, lots, and structures; Chapter 9, parking and loading regulations; Chapter 11, site plan review; Chapter 16, sexually oriented business and grammatical changes for consistent references to numbers, capitalization, formatting, and associated changes, etc. After the conclusion of the hearing, within 20 days, the Township Board of Trustees shall either adopt, deny, or modify the recommendations of the Township Zoning Commission. If the board adopts, denies, or modifies the Township Zoning Commission's recommendations, a majority vote of the Township Board of Trustees shall be required. Copies of the proposed amendments will be available for public viewing from the date of this notice to the date of hearing at the Zoning Department located in the Administration Building at 1410 Ridge Road on Monday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to noon. Information may also be found on the Hinckley website at www.hinkleytwp.org under Township News and Events titled Township Trustees - Public Hearing. All interested parties are asked to attend the hearing. Written comments may be sent to the Hinckley Township Board of Trustees, P.O. Box 344, Hinckley, Ohio 44233. Log into www.hinkleytwp.org for virtual Zoom option to observe, listen only. So with that, I'm going to ask Marcus Fisher if he would not mind coming up to the podium and just giving us a brief overview of what the amendments are, and we'll go from there.
Good.
Thank you for coming tonight.
Do you want to share your screen?
No, thank you. So the Zoning Commission has for the past year been working on a text amendment to the zoning resolution. A lot of it was the cleanup of language, living areas, square footage, things like that. There were some amendments, substantive amendments that were made predominantly to automobile service station language that's currently in our code to move away from the 1950s style gas station where you saw both a garage and gas pumps together into these two separate animals of gas stations versus automobile service stations. So there was some work that was done with respect to that and where to put those within the district. Outside of that, there were a few other changes throughout, but I think many of those you all are familiar with, but I'm happy to address any questions that you might have. And I will say that the Zoning Commission voted 4-0 with one abstaining to forward this to you for approval. The Medina County Planning Commission has also reviewed this and voted for approval with modifications. Most of those modifications were simple amendments to the language, predominantly grammatical in nature. And so those have been incorporated in as well. The Medina County Planning Commission did not review the automobile service station language because they just reviewed that a couple years ago. That's the same language that was brought before the township trustees several years ago. And at that point, it was decided just to table it for then because there was the upcoming comprehensive plan review taking place. And so they wanted to see what happened with that. The results of the comprehensive plan really hasn't changed anything. There was no discussion of automobile service stations in the comprehensive plan audit.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Do we have any questions or comments from the public?
Have we received any written correspondence from anybody that we're aware of?
Yeah, we received an email. The trustees received an email this morning from a resident. That is the only email that I have seen regarding these text amendments. And it was more what they think it should be changed to, if I'm remembering correct. We got a lot of emails today.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. It's more of what they thought it should be changed to, not it's an approve or deny this, not rewriting them.
Is there anything that we need to do with any correspondence we receive? It's no different than somebody coming to the podium.
Oh, well,
in a sense,
less substantial than someone coming to the podium.
Okay.
Because not part of the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess
no comment.
No comments.
All right. With no public comment, I would move to close the special meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 6:37 p.m.